Dear teachers and students, this is section number 3, and we're going to talk about Miro and how you can use the Miro board with the help of these online tools, and you can organize your lessons online. So I'm going to share with you some personal lessons which I made with the help of Miro board. And after watching this video, you can use the links to these lessons and you can upgrade them and use as many times as you want. So first of all, I would like to share the lesson which is called jobs. It is quite a popular topic with students, and this lesson will be free for you. So if you like the ideas of using Miro board during the lessons of English language, you can, of course, use the link to the lesson and work with the topic and talk about this topic with your students. So right now, after opening the link, you can see like many pictures, they're in different place, and so what you need to do with them, it might be the question for you first of all. So using this board, you can see that actually it's enormous. So the size of the board enormous, and you can put these pictures in different places as well as tasks. So I'm going to start with the first one and just explain how I used this picture and for what actually. And during the discussion of the topic jobs, the topic of present simple and present continuous was also discussed with my students. So I started with such a kind of warming up and put this picture. You can do the same, you can change it. If you don't want to start with this picture exactly, you can just turn it somewhere, yes, like this, and start with explanation of present continuous and present simple tenses. Here, I also decided to use pictures like comics, and my students usually like the idea of comics, so they're quite interesting for them, and it's easy to explain what is actually the difference between these two tenses. But again, I would like to remind you that the topic was jobs. So where are this topic about the jobs? When you just like zoom in this board, you can see, so I have many different things, and some of them were used just from the general book. So I made screenshots and I just added this screenshot to this Miro board because for me and for my students is quite interesting, even more interesting than just using a general book and using these pages from the ordinary book. So when you zoom in, you can see that here we have some different words which might be useful for you during discussion. Also the pictures with the description of different jobs, and you can use these pictures for your warming up instead of talking about present continuous and present simple meme. The next part is also taken from the book, yeah, but I took just only screenshot of the picture. I used the questions from the book, but I organized them in different way so that it would be more interesting for my students. I used sticker notes and just added the questions to the sticky notes and used different colors. And again, it looks completely different when you just use the page from the book, like the whole page with numbers and a lot of text and tasks and so on. You can see also here some links to Quizlet, and I'm sure that many teachers who are watching this video right now, you already know about this Quizlet and how to use it. If not, you can just contact our team anytime using the contact information on the website, and we will be glad to share the idea of how to use this Quizlet. Again, I will add these links to the description of this section, and you can use the Quizlet card about jobs with your students anytime you would like to use it. I also added here the crossword quiz, I would like to say like this. And again, it wasn't like my discovery or my creation or my masterpiece. I just made a screenshot and organized it in different way, and so that it could be useful for your students, and it would look different, of course. When you zoom out this part of the lesson, you can move to the next one. Yes, and here we have again discussion. So I use the picture about different ideas which are connected with work, like interesting tasks, flexible hours, long holidays, big salary, and other different stuff. And the task for students was to discuss what are the most important things for people who work, where is number one very important and number two not important at all. Again, here you can see sticky notes, yeah, and with the help of sticky notes and the picture from the book, you can organize another view of this task and make it more interesting and engaging for your students. If you would like to engage your students in this work, you can propose them to use again sticky notes or commands, which we talked about in previous video, and they will organize these ideas in different way with the help of this online tool. So next one, you can also see some listing part of the task, which is connected to job, some word ideas like vocabulary, which is connected to topic jobs, and of course, some questions to discussion. You can leave it like this, or you can organize it in different ways in sticky notes, text, or any other idea from this board, Miro board tools. And your students might just use commands or sticky notes to talk about their own ideas and their own attitude toward these questions and discussions. So next part of this lesson is also connected with job, as I talked about previously. Yes, so here you can see like the main general topics which are discussed with students and like the list of popular jobs and professions, and of course some useful resources to online quizzes with the help of Wordwall. You will find these links after watching this video to the description of section number 3 about Miro board and online tools. And of course, a lot of different rules in different forms which are connected to present simple and present continuous. You can also use the online quiz created on Wordwall and check the knowledge of your students with the help of grammar tests on Test English. The part of this lesson was also to talk about some state verbs in English, but again, you can see all of these things, they are completely separated, yes? So it's up to you how you're going to use this board. And actually, it's even a great idea to have one board and to create different lessons only on one board. You can zoom in and share only one part of this board with your students. But if you would like to use all of this task in one lesson, it's up to you again. So you just share the link and you show your students where we are going to start and what task will be next and what you're going to talk about during the next hour or half an hour of your lesson. If you would like to just like hide or put these things somewhere else, you can do it, yes, just like not to show it to students. Or if you would like to concentrate, focus their attention of your students only on one topic, let's say it's like some kind of online games like quiz here, so you can just zoom in again and your students will see only this game. If you don't want to share this link with your student, it's also up to you and it's fine anytime. But if not, you can do it and you can share, invite your students to this board and work with them all together with many tasks as you want and with many ideas as you would like. Hope that you will find this lesson very helpful, but I would like to share with you one more idea how you can use the Miro board and create another idea of your lesson. So the next topic will be called Saint Valentine's Day. And of course, here you won't see so many ideas as in the previous one, yeah, but here you can find some useful resources for your online lesson, which will be dedicated to Valentine's Day. So the main idea of this lesson is escape room. On my screen, you can see the picture of the escape room, which was created in Science in Google with the help of Google Slides. And this is how this escape room looks like when you follow the link. And I'm sure like many of you, like teachers and students, familiar with the term escape room. What is this? So escape room is when you come into the room and you need to find different clues to find the way out from this room. So here you can see the link. I'm going to share it with the description of this section number 3 about online tools and Miro board. In this room, your students will find different stuff, different objects, and under this object, they will find different tasks which are connected to the topic Saint Valentine's Day. So the idea of the task is find all the keys and find the way out of this escape room. You can also use the next task like which might be used as warming up or just discussion. What is love? What is love stories? Talk about some Valentine's Day vocabulary and so on, or just present how this escape room looks like. It means that here your students will see what types of tasks are already in this escape room. So just not to make them lost in this escape room, you can share what they might expect to find there. For example, for sure, your students will find song of Selena Gomez, Lose You to Love Me. They will find some proverbs and sayings about love is, and of course, some puzzles which they might to resolve. They will watch a video where Rachel and Monica and Phoebe from the series Friends celebrate Valentine's Day. They will read some love stories. They will find Valentine's Day vocabulary, and the final task is to find the logbox, to write down all the keys, all the clues to these puzzles and tasks, and find the way out of the room. This is a great idea for your group lesson when you have many students and you would like to divide them into small groups and to organize this team activity all together. You can also find here some tasks which might be used for warming up. For example, how to celebrate Saint Valentine's Days in different countries and how they celebrate it actually. So short quiz just to warm up your students and talk about this lesson. And of course, some small short videos about love, about Saint Valentine's Days, which are very popular all over the world. So this is like a good idea for another lesson, and you can find and share with your students as many tasks as you want. I will share this link in the description of the section number 3, and I will be very happy if you will find this helpful for you and you will be able to use it with your students. So thank you for your attention and enjoy using this link with your students.